So now we're going to factor. This is page 1 of the integrated 2 review. So negative 10 goes on the top, 3x goes on the bottom, and the factors are 5 minus 2. So this is super easy peasy. Now you can hear my dog barking. So maybe I'll have to pause. Alright, where was I? So you get x plus 5, and then the other one is x minus 2. Easy peasy lemon squeezy when this number is a 1. When it's not so much. Okay, problem B. So this is going to be the same thing. So I'm going to make my x. 24 goes on top. Negative 10 goes on bottom. And that would be negative 6, negative 4. Again, the x method is easy when it's not a 1. So there you have it. Okay, back to 2a. Now, I noticed that there's a 3 in each one. So I'm going to factor that out now. Now, I multiply a and c. I get 6, and then the answer is 7. So then I would need a 6 and a 1. That's the only way to get 7. And remember that my 3 gets jotted down. And then I will have 2 factors. So then I get 2x squared stay the same plus 1x plus 6x plus 3. Then I want to find the GCF out of these two, which is x. I get 2x plus 1, not x. So let me erase that. So that's a 2x plus 1. And then I have a GCF of 3, which gives me 2x plus 1. And then now our common factor is the 2x minus 1 because it's in both. We'll pull that out and put it here because we're done. And that goes bye-bye. And then we have x plus 3. That's what remains. And that's what goes in the other parenthesis. And voila. And now for b. So again, we have a GCF of 2. So I'll go ahead and pull that out. And then it gives me x squared minus 8x plus 15. Okay, and again, I'm going to make sure my 2 goes down here so I don't forget it. And again, the x method is 1 times 15. And you have negative 8. So that is negative 5 and negative 3. Again, I can just go straight down to the parenthesis terms because this is a 1 and write my factors. All right, which is a factor? So we might as well go ahead and just do the x method. So 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And then 7x goes here. So I would imagine it's 8 minus 1. So we'll plug that back in. So I get 4. I get 4x plus 8x plus, just kidding, JK, minus 1x, and then minus 2. GCF is 4x. Forgot my x squared. And then the GCF is that negative 1. Remember, if I take a negative out, I only have a positive left. Common factor is x plus 2. I'm going to remove that first. And then what's left is 4x minus 1. Okie dokie. That would be B. Yippee! Alright, number 4. Which of the following is a factor of 3x squared minus 13x minus 10? Well, let's see. We have a GCF of 3. No. So again, 3 times negative 10 is negative 30. And then negative 13. I wonder if this would be minus 15. Oh, I guess I never hit pause, so I was still running. Sorry that you had to hear all that. Okay, number 6. All right, so this is a perfect square, this is a perfect square, but what is this? It's a positive. There's no way to add a 5x or a 6x to each other and get 0. This is not possible. And when this is positive, that's what basically they're saying. So, what are we going to say? Our favorite words are not factorable. So I'm going to say that, not factorable. Not factorable. All right, so this is a square, that's a square, this is negative, so yes, take the square root. So the square root of x squared is x. One's going to be positive, one's going to be negative. Square root of 36 is 6. And again, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright, so there's a trick to this if you know it. If you divide 14 by 2, you get 7. 49 is 7 squared. You know it's going to be this. But if you don't, you're going to have to do this. Which the only way to get 49 is by 7. You'll end up with the same thing, just with a little bit more work. But either way, it's okay. I like it. Because math is awesome. Okay, and then 7, there's a GCF of 2. Again, if I take half of 10, that's 5. 5 squared is 25. I know I'm going to get this. Oops, that is so messy. I'm getting so sloppy here. So there you go. Bye-bye. Ugh. Can you believe that? So x plus 5 squared. Or again, you can factor it the old-fashioned way. 25 and 10. The only way to get 25 is 5 and 5. And you still end up with the same thing. And it's great. Love it. All right. So again, there's 2 terms, but neither 6 nor 30 is perfect. But I do see a GCF of 6x. And remember, the G in that is not for go-getters. It's the greatest. Because we are the greatest mathematicians. And so you take out, oh, okay, good. I'm glad y'all caught that. Because I'd really hate to mess this up. Yeah, because I was trying to be funny. Not funny. Just do the work and be quiet. Okay? And this one again, 7 and 63 are not square. But I do see a 7 as being the common factor. So you get x squared plus 9. And again, x and 9 are squares, perfect squares. But remember, this is a plus. There's no way to get rid of that middle 3x term. So this is final answer. Did I win $1 million? So you gotta love these directions. Factor and solve, nice and bolded. We know we are solving because it's an equal sign. If you look back at the other ones, no equals. So we're gonna factor this, but before I can, I have to set it equal to 0. So I have to bring that 6x over. And we're going to end up with 3x squared plus 5. Okay, mistake. Okay, I can add. It's 11x. So I'll do that. And then minus 20 equals 0. And again, I'll do my x method. 3 times negative 20 is negative 60. I want 11. I'll have to think about this. I think of 5 and 12. 4 and 15, and that looks like that's what it's going to be. It's going to be 15 minus 4. That'll give me the negative 60, and will give me the 11. So I'll put that back in. So the 3x squared stays the same, plus the 15x, minus the 4x, minus the 20. And again, the GCF here is 3x. And then what's left over is x plus 5. Then the GCF here is a negative 4. And we'll get x plus 5. Because negative x times positive 5 is the negative 20. And then we have a common factor of x plus 5. And that leaves us with 3x minus 4. And then we'll set each one equal to 0. X plus 5 equals 0. And 3x minus 4 equals 0. Struggling like you guys. The struggle is real. I realize it. Not enough room. And then you get x equals negative 5 here. And then you get on this side x equals 4 thirds. Still, pretty cool.